The first idea is to define oneself as a nation. Therefore, it requires a culture of their own. And I am not certain that oil and gas qualify to define a culture.
Bloc Québécois leader Yves-François Blanchet offers some thoughts on what Alberta may need to separate from Canada. While taking jabs at Alberta's culture, Blanchet did add he believes the decision is ultimately in the hands of Albertans.
We have a culture in Alberta. We've got a culture of entrepreneurship. We've got a culture that embraces multiculturalism, that has been built from people from all over the world. I think 163 different linguistic groups are represented here.
Premier Danielle Smith's government has introduced Bill 54, which lowers the number of signatures needed for a separation referendum to 177,000. The move has drawn harsh criticism from Indigenous leaders in Alberta who note their treaties are with the Crown and believe their wishes are being overlooked.
We have got, obviously, early settlers. We've got newcomers. We've got the ranch culture in southern Alberta. We've got the oil and gas folks for sure.
Aaron Paquette was born and raised in Edmonton and says Alberta doesn't have just one culture, it has many. Paquette is also an award-winning Cree and Métis author and artist, and adds that Alberta's modern cultures owe a great deal to the contributions of Indigenous people.
If it weren't for Indigenous people here with their pre-existing trade routes, there would have been no Hudson's Bay Company, there wouldn't have been a Fort Edmonton, and there wouldn't be an Edmonton or an Alberta right now.
If the Albertans want to say they are a nation, who are the rest of Canada to tell them they can't?
Political scientist Félix Mathieu has studied federalism and Quebec separatism. The Clarity Act of 2000 tried to resolve some of the questions arising from the 1995 referendum. He says while the act lacks some definitions, nowhere does it say the separating province or territory needs a unique culture or concept of nationhood. But he notes it does have another major hurdle, amending the Constitution.
So you need 7 provinces with their population representing at least 50% of the population to agree with the constitutional change. But if some other aspects in the questions are included, this might require to have unanimity, so all 10 provinces and the federal parliament to agree to that.
In Ottawa, Shaoli Lee, City News.